In this video, I'll make 2 insanely overpowered legendaries. How many kills can I get, and can I win? I guess it's time to find out. I started by running to the closest structure, hoping for some good loot. However, this loot was terrible, so I'd have to go to the next structure. However, this structure was perfect, as it had gunpowder and another diamond, giving me enough to make the magma cannon. As I saw a lava pool nearby, I decided to get some TNT and go straight to the nether. However, I saw another structure and decided to loot it quickly. I was finally ready to go to the nether to get the magma cannon. Now that I got on the magma cannon, I was ready to go back to the overworld, however there was one more thing that was waiting for me. I had found a ghast in the nether, and in Hoplite, if you kill one, you can actually get a totem of undying, which is a key ingredient for the hypnosis staff. I had now killed the ghast and was ready to make the hypnosis staff when I went to the overworld. Now that I had crafted the hypnosis staff, I was ready for PvP. My first fight that I had was so deadly, I almost dropped immediately. Anyways, with that fight out of the way, the next fight would actually be quite interesting. I saw this random player and decided to take my opportunity to try and kill him. This player dropped with a wall pick, which is a sharp 10 pickaxe that does tons of damage. I saw these two players fighting and I decided to try and clean them. Thanks to my very annoying mobs, I was able to take him down and gain some valuable loot for later. With all of this loot, I was able to make my second G-head this early on in the game. I found this random player at the middle of the map who seemed to be trapping, but I followed him anyway. Luckily for me, this guy forgot to set up his trap properly. And after 5 kills with some insane legendaries, I was finally able to make my first piece of diamond armor. And at this point of the game, I was really starting to think that everyone was just full iron. However, this player was actually able to stay alive for quite a long time, but I still was able to kill him. And now this very annoying player was trying to bait me to the most obvious trap in the entire world. However, I quickly reminded him that I'm dumb but not stupid. And who would have guessed, the next player I thought was yet another full iron. The same trapper from earlier was back, however he just randomly dropped me a diamond and started running. I then saw a full diamond with the G head and decided to take the fight for some reason. However, somehow I was able to take out this full diamond, but I was still getting cleaned by this other player. Although this player was able to get most of the loot, I was still able to get a diamond chestplate, which was a significant increase in my armor. However, I found another player who actually had some diamond leggings and I really needed these, so I decided to go and chase him. However, this player actually had a TNT minecart and was about to blow me up. But luckily for me, he was not even close. But since the cleaner was back, I decided to let them both fight. I instantly cleaned him back and found out that he actually had a totem of undying. However, since we were being cleaned, I decided to evacuate immediately. However, the trapper from earlier was back and I finally decided to kill him. And at this point of the game, I thought I'd won. However, I realized the guy who had crafted Gerald the Sniffer had actually gotten the Dragon Scepter, arguably the best legendary in the entire game. In this pile of random loot, I actually found the diamond leggings I needed for full diamond. And with that, it was now time for the deathmatch. I found a full iron with blade and crossbow and decided to take him down immediately. After this player with 400 stars had died to the girl with Magma Club and Ravager Horn, I decided to go in and take the claim. And I was successfully able to kill him. However, now all that remained was me and the guy with Dragon Scepter. I decided to drink my absorption potion that I had just obtained to try and match the Dragon Scepter healing. However, that wasn't going to work. And although I got the final player down to 11 hearts, I guess Dragon Scepter is just too OP. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.